Hey everybody, this is Rido, and we're back to the Mirror Mysteries 2 Forgotten Worlds, sequel to the not probably popular at all first game, The Mirror Mysteries TM, which is a hidden object game. So we're looking around looking for hidden objects, although I guess we're in the overworld and there is a very thin line here between the overworld and the puzzle screens. The only difference will be whether we have shared items being shown here, which is what we're looking at now, or a list of broken items we're trying to collect. Oh, and there are little demons next to this evil mirror. Interesting. They're just getting straight to the point. So I have six mirrors here. Well, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, there's 5 mirrors. Why was I saying 6? And I have 5 pieces of broken glass. So let's start with 1. Do we have enough to put here? I think some of the mirror pieces will fit here, but you need more of them. I think some of them will fit there, but you need more of them. This one doesn't look like it needs that many. I think some of them will fit there, but you need more of them. Well, the only other things we can look at is this and then up here. So let's go forward. It's very dark back there. Okay. Here's a mirror, but I can't click on it, and it's not shattered. Interesting. Here's a crow. And because of the crow, I can take the bulb. Alright. And unless I'm supposed to break the light bulb on this, I don't think I'm ready for that. Is there anything else around here to look at or click on?
Tommy, he's trapped now. I destroyed the windows to the other worlds. Soon I will destroy each of their reflections from within.
Yeah, that sounds pretty evil. So we need another light bulb. Seems like we could skip some things if we wanted to. That's probably going to be a little bit of a jigsaw puzzle, I would bet. That's kind of what I was hoping would have happened in the first game. That we have a jigsaw piece. The fact that we can interact with things is... It's a locked drawer at the bottom. I'm sure the key is... How about this weighted? Something is missing from the music box. So we have the sun weight. But what would the sun weight work on? Hint? Ah! There is a mirror shard right there. That's strange twist here. It's been really easy to find all the mirror shards up to this point, and now all of a sudden it's difficult. So if I now know that there's some kind of mirror shard hidden somewhere in front of something, I can just click on everything here and hope to find it. Click on everything that's not a magnifier, unless somewhere in all of these are some magnifiers. Or is a piece to collect. Seems like I could skip into any of these worlds if I wanted to. Hint again? It's just telling me to go here. And then the hint system's cracked for a while. So, oh, okay. I am being silly here. This isn't a music box like a record player or a musical thing. It's a music box with a ballerina. So we had the ballerina sitting there the whole time. What a bad way to start a game like this. So yeah, as soon as I realized I had an object in my inventory the whole time, I'm sure people were screaming at me. They're like, put the ballerina there. So there's a light bulb in the mailbox. One of one remaining. That allows... I guess I can assume that there are no more mirror shards here. The last one I guess is here. So we have like a mechanical demon. And so now we're into a puzzle scene where we're looking for things amongst many other things. Let's see. We have to find each one of these things that doesn't have a lock on it right now until we unlock the things. Here's a mirror shard that we're going to get, so we know we're on the right path. Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing apparently. I was trying to click on this cigar. That's kind of the problem when you have too many things in a hidden object game, is that you might be clicking on the thing right next to it instead of the thing that you thought you were clicking on. That's why I think if you were to really change things up and go to a full 3D world, open world environment for a hidden object game where you can walk around and pick up objects and manipulate them, twist them around and look at them, that's when you could get a lot more information and detail from the player to figure out if they actually know what they're doing. Whereas a two-dimensional hidden object game, while fine and great for your daily commute, can pretty much be solved by a computer by just clicking on every single pixel. Could be solved relatively fast too. Of course, if I was going to really make a program that would cheat here, I would have it scan a picture of all the objects and then rotate those objects and make a pattern so it could skip some pixels. And I wonder if that calculation would be faster or slower than just clicking on every single thing. I bet it would be faster. They have similar software in computer-controlled cutting machines to cut wood for bookshelves and such, so that there's the least amount of unused wood. Possible. Here's a gear. It's kind of amazing that there's still so much here, considering there's just this long line here. This whole section. That's nothing. And it looks like there's nothing here. Unless something is sneakily hidden behind something. And then there's this big old mirror that had something on it after all. But here's a gear. We saw that in his eye the very first and I didn't get it. Let's see, gears. Looking for gears. And pretty much anywhere where it's a hoverable place where you'd place an object means that there isn't an object to pick it up. Like a dust and a brush pan. A brush and a dustpan is what I meant to say goes there. Yeah. Words are hard. Yep, looks like some sort of crank goes there. There we go. This goes right there and connects the two. What this does, I assume it opens this drawer. So here's a bar. We need, and then 2 more gears in this weird shaped piece of metal. The hint is tempting me. It's definitely tempting me. There's the dust in the brush pan. Or the brush and the dustpan. Gosh, I got it wrong again. And that's the big gear. Is there another gear there? So we have the silverish thing that almost certainly has to be like in front of a statue or something. It has to be hidden in such a fashion that it's really in front of our eyes and we just can't see it because it's too well blended into the background. Like a slight discoloration here, a slight discoloration there. And then there's 2 more gears. They have to be hidden somewhere pretty obvious too. Well, I can't help but think that it's time for a hint. Here's a gear. Back there. But yeah. If I can find as much as possible before I ask for a hint, that's good, because I don't want to be in the scenario where I'm just clicking hint and then I need another hint immediately afterwards. But usually that's what it gets right down to. There's just, I've exhausted all the easy ones to find and only left the difficult ones to find. There's some gears. Those go there. So we just have this last piece of the crank. So I suppose if I do click a hint right now, it will show me the one I'm missing. And here it is. Hidden right there in the mirror. I did it without hints. Good. So it knocked that coffee cup off. And we have the mirror shard. Good move. So these things moved. Or did they change? Were those always there? I don't know. So we have 7 pieces now. Will 7 pieces work here? 5, 6, 7. Fix the mirror by placing the pieces in their correct positions. Alright, exactly what I wanted. A jigsaw puzzle. There we go. And that one goes right there. 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 Might be a good point to say I'm really good at jigsaw puzzles.
You have fixed one of my mirrors, have you? That little mirror won't do you much good. It's nothing compared to me and my power. You have no idea what awaits you in my hall of mirrors.
So do you click on this to enter, or do you click on this to enter? Ah, you fix one mirror and then it allows you to travel through him. That's a strange effect. Was not expecting that. Cool. This is a cool scene. The graphics are better. They still have some problems.
Well, aren't you just a darling?
With animated
you
people,
found
though.
your way through to this world, just as I planned. Can't have you meddling now, can we? But how do you intend to get out? You're trapped.
It said great, the power's out, but I guess that was the main character saying that. I didn't hear anybody actually say that. So it doesn't look like you can click back or anything, so we are trapped in this area, which is fine. That's the story. Sky World. Let's see. Nice. What does the journal say about Sky World? It appears to have been taken to a strange new world. Does not look like any place on Earth. It appears empty and in disarray. The mirror said there's no other mirrors here. If Tommy is not here, I'll just need to create my own. When did the mirror say there were no more mirrors here? Said I'm trapped, is what he said. Well, I guess we're supposed to go here. Blaring obvious hint. I almost want to turn that off. The visual hints are too much. What do you mean there's no mirrors here? I see a glass right here. Take that glass, put some mercury or just anything black on it. You'll have at least a rough mirror to work. And here's some binoculars. There's some glass in those, almost certainly. A world with no mirrors would have to have a very good explanation as to why it didn't have mirrors. It'd have to be some weird religion where it's immoral to look at yourself in the mirror or the reflection or something like that. They'd have to actively not create them. It's just too easy. Even water causes reflections. Right. I bet this light bulb goes here. Nope. It was a guess. Looks like a clock goes there. So where's the light bulb go? Here? Strange music, but alright. Set the mood, give us some music. I'm still looking for quite a lot of stuff. There's another piece. There's things like this bowling pin in front of other things to make me think that they're things you're supposed to click on when they're not really. So we have everything for the clock except for this. We're missing several pieces for this front part. There's a little horse head, like a knight from a chess piece. Then we've got this light bulb, which we haven't figured out where to place that. Take that. Oh, there's the light bulb. Place that there. And then that shows this piece, which allows me to place that there. Which then gives me a couple pieces there for this. But there's still a considerable amount of this that I haven't found. There's a piece. So I'm looking for this little curve too. There's that curve. I wouldn't have thought you could have gotten so many goldish colored things in one picture, but they pulled it off. Here's another piece. So now we're just looking for this curve and then a couple of other separate things. That's a piece of that. Slowly we look. Ah, it was that piece. Okay, so now we have everything here that we can get. So that we're looking just for the circle and this. Circle shouldn't be that hard to find. And it isn't. So that goes right there. Which then reveals this piece. Which then allows me to place that. Which then reveals this piece. So now all we need to do is find the last piece of what looks like a ticket. And then we'll be done. Where? What's funny here is you have American money, it seems like. US dollars. Which would have no point in existing or have any reason for being in a different world. Unless it's just this world is slightly different from our world, but has a shared history. Or of course it could be that this is the real world and the world that we started in isn't the real world. Either way could be true. Are we gonna have to use a hint? Let's see. Where could that last piece of ticket be? I know I'm gonna regret it when I hit a hint. I know I'm gonna regret it. It's gonna seem like something that's right in front of my eyes the whole time. I'm gonna be forehead smacking. But that is the experience you want when you click a hint. The two options when you click hint is you smack yourself on the forehead and said, oh, that was right there the whole time, or the hint circles something and it's impossible to see even when the hint circles it. And you don't want that, because then it just feels like the game was unfair. Like, here it is right there. And that feels much more like a forehead smacking moment.
Who are you? What do you want? My world is falling apart. Every glass bit is shattering. Please don't make it worse. That no-good mirror is messing around again. The power has been shorting out, and my world is out of control. I can't see a darn thing. World's falling in darkness. I left my goggles in the other tower, and the train won't run without power. Please help me.
1, don't rhyme. And 2, you're an owl. You should be able to see in the dark just fine. What silliness. So I guess we can click here. Something is jammed in the elevator. Stone monkey head. So I guess we could go up. And then...
I can't see a darn thing. World's falling in darkness. I left my goggles in the other tower, and the train won't run without power. Please help me.
Okay. So I can't go in the train. Good. Thanks for making it obvious. Let's see. If I take the ticket and I place it here, I don't think anything's gonna work. There's no power to run the machine. Okay. Good to know. So I guess we won't be collecting mirror pieces if he's really does have the power to break all kinds of glass. Never mind. I'll just rescind that thought right there. That was one of 14 mirror shards, and they will be all over the place, I guess. So that's gonna be an interesting little side quest here, is because while we need to be somewhat thorough of looking around for mirror shards, we also kind of just need to move forward where we have more opportunity to do other things. So like, I could look around here and see if there's a mirror shard, but very easily there may be no mirror shards until I get to this point. Let's go ahead and put this here. Nope, there is a mirror shard right there. Never mind. Let's see. I guess there was a bridge that folded. So I guess I have to manipulate this. But how can I manipulate it when there's no power? Something is missing from the panel. Definitely. Why would you even want a bridge that folded? That seems silly. Over-constructed. But everything in this world, I guess, seems a little over-constructed. Let's just move on to the next section. Here we see the clock. See, there's a sun and a moon thing. And a mirror piece. I see something below, but I can't reach it. Okay. So maybe if I balance the clock a little bit differently, things will work a little differently. There's another mirror shard. Yeah, we're finding them a little bit faster than I thought. There's another computer panel. So we're to the next scene. And that's good, because we are also done with this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rido. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.